The Beastmaster. Important note, this is the limited slipcover edition of The Beastmaster, released under the Vinegar Syndrome Ultra VSU sublabel. The Magnet Class box edition was limited to 10,000 units and is sold out. The two versions are identical, aside from the packaging. Introducing you to Vinegar Syndrome Ultra, a new Vinegar Syndrome sublabel focused exclusively on extravagant UHD Blue releases of major 80s and 90s titles that might not always fit into the regular VS milieu. When he was a baby, Dar and his royal family were cursed by an all-powerful wizard named Maax to prevent him from rightfully ascending as the leader of his people. Stolen from his parents and about to be sacrificed, Dar is rescued by a kind villager who raises him as his own. While training with his adopted father, Dar realizes the curse has left him with a unique gift, the ability to telepathically communicate with all forms of animal life. Years later, Maax returns with the help of a violent band of marauders known as the Jun to all but wipe out Dar's tribe, leaving him to fend for himself. Accompanied by his animal and human friends, Dar sets out on a quest of vengeance to destroy Maax and the Jun and return peace to the land before it's too late. Directed by legendary genre filmmaker Don Coscarelli and co-starring Tanya Roberts, John Amos, and Rod Loomis, The Beastmaster is a thrilling mix of fantasy, action, and adventure, with touches of horror. Photographed by Academy Award-winning cinematographer John Alcott and featuring incredible production design by Conrad Angone, Vinegar Syndrome Ultra brings The Beastmaster to 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray in a brand new 4K restoration. Directed by Don Coscarelli, starring Marc Singer, Rip Torn, Tanya Roberts, John Amos, Rod Loom, 1982, 118 min, 1.851, English stereo, and 5.1 surround. Additional info, website exclusive slip-covered 3-disc set, region-free 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, CHD presented in high dynamic range. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm interpositive. Features the original stereo mix and a 5.1 surround mix. Alternate updated visual effects version supervised by the director. Blu-ray only. Brand new commentary track with writer-director Don Coscarelli and writer-producer Paul Pepperman, moderated by filmmaker Joe Lynch. Archival commentary track with Don Coscarelli and Paul Pepperman. The Beastmaster Chronicles, a brand new feature-length making-of documentary by Elijah Drenner. The Saga of the Beastmaster, an archival making-of documentary by Perry Martin. Super 8mm home movies shot by James Dodson with audio commentary by Don Coscarelli and Paul Pepperman. Outtakes, stills, promotional, and archival material gal. Original theatrical trailer. Reversible cover artwork, English SDH subtitles. Six-String Samurai. Lance Mungia's late 90s iconic midnight movie video store classic, Six-String Samurai. This loaded limited edition 4K UHD BD box includes a brand new, extended making-of documentary featuring new interviews with cast and crew and is housed in the gorgeous deluxe VSU case with incredible custom artwork by Tom Hodge of the Dude Designs. The case includes a 40-page book with essays by the director and a custom slipcover designed by Richard Hilliard. In 1957, after nuclear war with the Russians, America has become a post-apocalyptic wasteland where rockabilly reigns supreme and Elvis is the true king. 40 years later, the king has fallen and society needs a new leader. Buddy, a katana-wielding guitarist, travels to the city of Las Vegas, where he is determined to prove himself as the new king of rock and roll. On his journey, Buddy is confronted by a murderous array of musical outlaws, including cannibals, Russians, and even Death himself. Buddy must use both his music and martial arts skills in order to defeat his foes, but his biggest challenge comes in the form of a young orphan boy who won't leave his side after being rescued from bandits. Will the boy be Buddy's downfall or his salvation? A midnight movie sensation of the late 90s, Lance Mungia's Six-String Samurai is a wild blend of samurai film, spaghetti western, and post-apocalyptic road film, all mixed with a cool 1950s rockabilly vibe. Written by and starring trained martial artist Jeffrey Falcon, and featuring an original score by the cult band The Red Elvises, Vinegar Syndrome is delighted to bring Six-String Samurai to Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD for the first time, newly restored from its 35mm original camera negative and featuring a wide array of newly produced extras, including an extended making-of documentary, directed by Lance Mungia, starring Jeffrey Falcon, Justin McGuire, Kim D'Angelo, Stefan Goger, Clifford Hugo. 1998, 91 min, 1.851 English, 5.1 surround. Additional info. VSU exclusive ultra high-end magnet class box containing the slip-covered 2-disc set and a 40-page book. Case artwork designed by Tom Hodge of the Dude Designs. Box designed and patented by VS region-free 4K Ultra HD. Blu-ray set 4K UHD presented in high dynamic range, newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm original camera negative. Brand new commentary track with director Lance Mungia and cinematographer Christian Bernier. Brand new commentary track with director Lance Mungia. Vegas Needs a New King, The Making of Six-String Samurai, a brand new extended-length making-of documentary directed by Elijah Drenner and Lance Mungia. Garden of Rio, short film directed by Lance Mungia. Extensive stills gallery, 40-page book featuring essays by director Lance Mungia. Reversible cover artwork, English SDH subtitles. Cloak and Dagger. Standard edition 2-disc 4K UHD Blu-ray release. The limited edition magnet class box was limited to 10,000 units and is sold out. The two versions are identical, aside from the packaging. The third VSU release, Richard Franklin's Kid in Peril arcade action classic Cloak and Dagger. This loaded limited edition 4K UHD BD box includes a brand new, extended making-of documentary featuring new interviews with cast and crew and is housed in the gorgeous deluxe VSU magnet case with incredible custom artwork by Haunt Love. The case also includes a 40-page perfect-bound book featuring an interview with screenwriter Tom Holland and an essay by Justin LaLiberty. Davey Osborne is an average 11-year-old boy with an overactive imagination. He spends his days playing video games and pretending to be a spy with his imaginary father figure, Jack Flack, a substitute for his real father, who is struggling with the recent death of Davey's mother. However, fantasy becomes reality for Davey after he witnesses the murder of an FBI agent who in his dying breath gives Davey a mysterious video game cartridge called Cloak and Dagger, which in actuality contains top-secret government information. With the help of his younger friend Kim, the tech-savvy Morris, and even a little help from his fictional secret agent mentor, Davey must stay one step ahead of pursuers as he tries to survive a real-life game of espionage in the streets of San Antonio, Texas. A nostalgia-laden cult favorite from director Richard Franklin and writer Tom Holland, Cloak and Dagger was one of the key, trend-setting films to place young characters in high-stakes action sequences featuring incredible stunt work, the likes of which would never be pulled off today. With a stellar starring turn from Henry Thomas and featuring strong supporting performances from Dabney Coleman, Christina Nigra, and William Forsythe, Vinegar Syndrome Ultra is proud to present Cloak and Dagger for the first time on 4K Ultra HD, fully restored from its 35mm original camera negative. Directed by Richard Franklin, starring Henry Thomas, Dabney Coleman, Christina Nigra, William Forsythe, 1984, 101 min, 1.51 English stereo. Additional info, VSU exclusive ultra high-end magnet class box containing the slip-covered 2-disc set and a 40-page book. Case artwork designed by Haunt Love. Box designed and patented by VS. Region-free 4K Ultra HD. Region A Blu-ray set 4K UHD presented in high dynamic range. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm original camera negative. Commentary track with screenwriter Tom Holland, moderated by filmmaker Joe Lynch. Konami Codes and Cult Classics Programming Cloak and Dagger, a brand new extended making-of documentary featuring interviews with Tom Holland, screenwriter, Michael Murphy, actor, Jackie Birch, casting director, Todd Hallowell, art director, Alan Curtis, second assistant director, Tammy Hyler, actress. Loud and Clear, a brand new interview with actor Henry Thomas. Archival interview with director Richard Franklin, archival Q&A with Richard Franklin from 2001. Extensive behind-the-scenes still gallery. Locations featurette, Cloak and Dagger, the Atari arcade game, a mini-doc focused on the Atari game, multiple TV spots, 40-page perfect-bound book featuring an interview with screenwriter Tom Holland and an essay by Justin LaLiberty, reversible cover artwork, English SDH subtitles, Roadhouse. This is the standard edition 2-disc 4K UHD Blu-ray release. The limited edition magnet class box was limited to 10,000 units and is sold out. The two versions are identical, aside from the packaging. The fourth VSU, a film truly worthy of the branding, featuring huge stars, even bigger thrills, and a whole lot of ass-kicking. Rowdy Herrington's Roadhouse. This edition features a brand new VS-created 4K restoration, an exclusive making-of doc, and plenty of other heavy-hitting extras. As usual, it will be packaged in VSU's custom-designed hard box, featuring newly created art by Tom Hodge. James Dalton is a tough-as-nails bouncer with a reputation for using any and all force necessary to keep the peace. Meanwhile, Frank Tilghman, a country businessman, is having trouble maintaining control over the violent patrons and crooked staff at his newly acquired club, the Double Deuce. Upon learning of Dalton's take-no-prisoners attitude toward security, he makes a proposal too good for Dalton to refuse, summoning him from the Big Apple to Jasper M.O. and handing him the reins to the bar, on the promise that he clean the place up. But no sooner than his first few days in charge does he wind up stabbed and in the hospital. With the knowledge that he's up against a gang of thugs who play even dirtier than he does, Dalton throws caution to the wind and prepares for a fight that will inevitably send someone 6 feet under. Patrick Swayze, Kelly Lynch, Sam Elliott, and Ben Gazzara headline an all-star cast in director Rowdy Herrington's blockbuster-turned-cult classic, Roadhouse. Newly restored in 4K from its 35mm original camera negative, specifically for this release, and bursting with both new and archival extras, Vinegar Syndrome Ultra is proud to give this ass-kicking classic the kick-ass special edition it deserves. Directed by Rowdy Herrington, starring Patrick Swayze, Kelly Lynch, Sam Elliott, Kevin Tighe, Kathleen Wilhoit. 1989's 114 min 2.51 English stereo. Additional info 4K Ultra HD. Region A 2-disc Blu-ray set 4K UHD presented in high dynamic range. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm original camera negative. Commentary track with director Rowdy Herrington. Commentary track with filmmakers and fans. Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. Henchman number 2. A brand new interview with actor-stuntman Anthony DeLongis, 25 min. I Did It My Way. A brand new interview with second unit director, stunt coordinator Charlie Picerni, 31 min. Blonde Ambitions. A brand new interview with actress Laura Lee Caston, 19 min. Fighting Man. A brand new interview with actor Roger Hewlett, 14 min. Ain't Nothing Gonna Kill Me But Me. A brand new interview with actor Travis McKenna, 21 min. I Thought You'd Be Bigger. The Making of Roadhouse documentary, 63 min. A conversation with director Rowdy Herrington featurette, 30 min. Pain Don't Hurt. The Stunts of Roadhouse featurette, 22 min. Pretty Good for a Blind White Boy. The Music of Roadhouse featurette, 9 min. Remembering Patrick Swayze featurette, 15 min. On the Roadhouse featurette, 17 min. What Would Dalton Do featurette, 12 min. On the Set featurette, 4 min. Patrick Swayze Profile featurette. Selected Soundbites feature 11 min. Theatrical Trailer, 2 min. Photo Gallery 40-page perfect bound book featuring essays by writers Christina Cazziapo and Sean T. Collins. Inside sleeve artwork, English SDH subtitles.